Tesla's sales are down, but political backlash is up. And even Elon's biggest fans are moving on. For some, it's an absolute drama. For others, there's rising insurance, fading resale value, or features that just aren't keeping up. So, what are people switching to, and why? Why are so many drivers walking away from Tesla in the first place? Well, scroll Reddit and the stories start to repeat. Vandalism threats, rising insurance, and a growing sense that Tesla just isn't aging well. But it's not just online noise. It points to deeper issues. Some of it comes down to safety. Even in 2025, Tesla's features are still playing catch-up. Take adaptive high-beam headlights. They arrived in Europe back in 2024, but only now rolled out in the US. And even then, they work only on models equipped with matrix headlights. Tesla did roll out some other updates. A blind spot camera for the S and X, lane alerts for the Cybertruck, and trunk height memory. Useful? Yes. But revolutionary? Not anymore. While other premium EVs are combining LiDAR, radar, and cameras for safer autonomy, Tesla is still betting on vision alone. Cameras only. That trade-off becomes real on the road. In a test by YouTuber Mark Rober, a Tesla and a LiDAR-equipped EV drove through dense fog toward a life-size dummy. And the Tesla missed it. The LiDAR car saw it and braked. Same circumstances, but very different outcome. However, the problems aren't just technical, they are financial too. In 2024, Model Y insurance premiums jumped nearly 29%. What about 2025? Well, expect to pay around $4,000 a year, far above most competing EVs. So here is how Tesla stacks up next to other electric vehicles' premiums. Are you curious how your EV stacks up? Tools like the Zebra and Insurify show how much that Tesla badge could be costing you. Ford, Hyundai, and Chevy sit closer to $2,000. And their claims process, well, it's faster, it's smoother, and it's more reliable. Tesla, in contrast, brings delays, limited repair networks, and constant pushback on claims. One driver said she brought her Model 3 in 6 to 8 times for the same rattling issue. And it doesn't get better when it's time to sell. Used Teslas are now depreciating 3 times faster than a Maserati. An auto expert, Christopher, explains why.
Next, you really have to think about it for the next 10 years, because essentially that's could be how long the car will last. Similar, it has a lithium ion battery. So similar to your cell phone, the more you charge your phone, in time, the battery doesn't last as long. You buy your phone, the battery might last a full day, 24 hours. And a year later, it doesn't last that full 24 hours. 2 years later, it doesn't last that full 24 hours. The longer you own the phone, the more the battery deteriorates. And it is similar in the electric vehicles. The manufacturers have put systems in place to prevent that battery degrading. However, it's still going to happen. So I would say a fair estimate is maybe 120,000 miles. 10 years is if you get 10 years out of an electric car, if you get 10 years out of any car, I think you've done well. So it all depends also on what kind of climate you're driving it in. If you're here where I live, there's a lot of snow, there's a lot of salt that increases the rust. So it all depends. There's a lot of variables. How you maintain it is obviously a big factor, and how much driving you actually do. So
if you want to check for yourself, CarEdge shows which EVs hold value and which don't. Another factor is battery lifespan. While Tesla's packs are durable, some newer brands are offering clearer long-term performance guarantees, especially in high heat states. And when something breaks, Tesla's sleek app-based repair system sounds futuristic, but not when you're waiting 2 weeks for a callback about your steering column. Legacy brands like Ford and BMW still have service centers with people. That matters. Even Tesla's software lead, it's gone. Hyundai, Ford, and Polestar, they all offer over-the-air updates now. No service visits needed. No exclusivity left. And charging, once Tesla's biggest win, is slipping too. Yes, superchargers are everywhere, but now adapters let Tesla owners charge at Electrify America or ChargePoint, and non-Tesla drivers can plug into superchargers just as easily. That once exclusive network, it's not so exclusive anymore. And for some, it's not even about the car. It's the headlines and the drama, the CEO. More and more drivers say they're tired of Elon Musk's political stunts overshadowing the brand. One even posted, "I am embarrassed of my Tesla. It's no longer just a car, it has become a statement." And not everyone wants to make it. So what about you? How do you feel about Tesla and EVs in general? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. We'd really love to read them. And no, people aren't giving up on EVs, they are just giving up on Tesla. If Tesla is no longer the obvious choice, what are drivers picking instead? And more importantly, why? Now, while digging into this topic, I noticed a clear pattern. Tesla owners are switching to specific alternatives. Model S to Lucid Air, Model 3 to Polestar 2 or the BMW i4, and Model Y is often replaced by the Kia EV6 or Hyundai Ioniq 5. And those unsure about the Cybertruck are turning to the Rivian R1T. We'll get to EV-only brands in a moment. But first, let's look at what legacy car makers are offering instead. It comes down to charge speed, range, cost, and daily use. Let's start with Hyundai and Kia. Models like the Ioniq 5, Ioniq 6, EV6, and EV9 all run on 800-volt systems. Charging from 10 to 80% should be just around 18 minutes. In tests by Inside EVs, the Ioniq 5 consistently beat the Tesla Model Y in charging speed, even in colder conditions. Range stretches up to 310 miles, with most trims priced between $43,000 and $55,000. Then, Ford is leading into what people know. The Mustang Mach-E and F-150 Lightning bring trusted names into the EV space. You get hands-free driving with Blue Cruise and 290 to 320 miles of range. Plus, dealer support when you need it, something Tesla's app can't always replace. GM is betting on affordability. The Equinox EV starts around $33,000 and still gives you up to 319 miles. The Bolt, it's returning as one of the cheapest EVs on the market. It's under $30,000. Not luxury, but accessible. Cadillac's Lyriq is polished, not loud. 308 miles of range, Super Cruise, and a quiet premium interior. Slower charging than Tesla, but for daily commutes, it holds up. Volkswagen's ID.4 is steady, around 206 to 291 miles of range, 240 volts home charging, and qualifies for tax credits. It offers simple usability, not leading the pack, but staying in the race. And then come the premium names: Audi, BMW, Mercedes, Genesis, i4, iX, EQS, GV60, all offer over 280 miles, fast charging, and quieter, smoother interiors. Where Tesla leans into tech-first flash, these brands focus on comfort, consistency, and support. For some drivers, it's not just about leaving Tesla. It's about leaving legacy brands behind, too. They want companies built for electric from the ground up. How do these EV-only options compare to Tesla? Lucid leads on range and more. The Lucid Air claims up to 516 miles, well above the Tesla Model S long range at 405. real-world tests by Edmunds and Motor Trend, closer to 440 or even up to 470, but still ahead. And where Tesla sticks to camera-only vision, Lucid's DreamDrive Pro adds radar, ultrasonics, and LiDAR. That means better detection in fog, darkness, and complex road conditions. Rivian takes a different route: utility with polish. The R1T, often chosen over the Cybertruck, and R1S mix off road performance with a clean, intuitive user interface. The R1T offers up to 420 miles with its max pack and charges at 220 kilowatts. That's on par with Tesla's V3. Fisker made headlines with bold promises, starting at $41,000. Ocean SUV, solar roof, and sustainable build. But delays, software bugs, and build quality issues have raised concerns, along with doubts about the company's future. VinFast entered the US with the VF8, solid specs and a $46,000 price tag. But early reviews pointed to a harsh ride, laggy interface, and unfinished feel. Many buyers are waiting for the Gen 2. So, where do these EV-only brands stand, actually? Lucid and Rivian push innovation in range and tech, but they still can't match Tesla's scale, or the service and charging infrastructure of legacy players. For road trippers, resale watchers, or anyone who needs support, the risk is still real. How do these EV-first brands compare with the legacy players on the things that matter most? Here is a quick side-by-side. If you are still thinking about leaving Tesla, there is no shortage of electric options. And some might fit your life even better. This isn't just about a car. It's what carries your family. How far will you get to go? And the kind of future you're building. So yeah, the choice matters. If this video gave you something to think about, hit like, subscribe, and share it with someone else who is considering a change. Thanks for watching, and take care on the road.